the critical drinker and nerdrotic. And a couple of you guys keep saying this, keep trying to push this rhetoric that Tom Cruise is the last great celebrity, which I think is total bullshit. There's a reason Tom Cruise is considered the last true movie star, and this is right here. Okay, last true movie star. Last true movie star. All right. He did a classy move here, like he always does. Tom Cruise is a classy movie star. Let me tell you, years ago, I interviewed him on the red carpet for Collateral. And this man stayed out there with all the press until everyone got a soundbite from him. So they were waiting. They were waiting for the movie to start inside because he was still outside, but he was talking to us. Man's a class act, 100%. And there's a lot of movie stars that are like that. A lot of movie stars that are like that. So Will Smith, class act. Sydney Sweeney, class act. Glenn Powell, class act. Michael B. Jordan, class act. So I would even say maybe last movie star of the last century, because Bruce Willis is not doing anything else. I mean, you can't even say that. Sylvester Stallone is still alive. Schwarzenegger is still alive, right? But now you have a whole new generation of celebrity, movie star, not celebrity. Sorry, movie star, and they have literally. Tom has passed the baton to Glenn Powell, Sydney Sweeney, who's the other? But Will Smith, and yes, Jenna Ortega. You know, and Gary put this up yesterday, and he said, this is the last movie star." I'm like, no, he's not. This weekend was one for the history books. Congratulations and thank you to every filmmaker, every artist, every crew member, and every single person that works at the studios, to every theater and every employee who helped bring these stories to audiences. Thank you. To everyone that works at Paramount and Skydance, thank you for many years of partnership and unwavering support. And most of all, thank you to audiences everywhere for whom we all serve and for whom we all love to entertain. Sincerely, Tom. Absolutely class act. I'm not taking that away from. I'm such a Tom Cruise fan. I'm almost a little hesitant to see the latest Mission Impossible because I'm just not hearing great things about it. I really wasn't crazy about the last one. That being said, he's always going to be a class act. I'm excited. He's filming a new movie called Judy with Iñárritu from Mexico, great director. That's going to be very interesting. I want to see Cruise do less actiony movies and get to some drama. Maybe he can get an Academy Award that he really deserves. So Hollywood's last movie star? No, that's just poppycock. Yeah, but yeah, listen. The big boys, they flex their rhetoric, and whether you agree or not, they're always going to have their throngs of fans that are going to be, oh yeah, because Hollywood sucks, man. There are no movie stars now, and I mean, you could even argue Jason Momoa is a movie star. He's great with his fans. He adores his fans. Just can't open up a film. Just can't open up a film. But Glenn Powell is that new generation, I'm telling you. And actually, there's another one that I forgot to mention. Timothée Chalamet. Timothée Chalamet is a bona fide movie star now. You can't say that about Zendaya or about Tom Holland. They have relied on IPs to help their success. To a point, Chalamet was as well, but then he did Wonka, huge hit. He did Dune 2, huge hit, and then he did a Bob Dylan biopic? A Bob Dylan biopic? And it was a hit. It was huge. People went to see Chalamet do Bob Dylan. That is a movie star. That is a man. That is a star. On that star power can open up a film. Chalamet has entered that echelon, and he loves the whole craft of acting. So, yeah, there's another example. I got examples all night long, baby. All night long, all night, all night, all night long. Hey, hey, hey. So yeah, I don't know what world my homie, the homies. I mean, Critical Drinker's not a homie. I don't know him. Gary's a homie, and it's nothing. I'm not taking any slight off of Critical Drinker. I just don't. I just have not personally broken bread with a guy. Gary is the opposite. Chris Gore is the opposite. Broken bread with these fellas. Good men. But sometimes y'all wrong. There's a reason Tom Cruise is considered. I don't consider Tom Cruise the last true movie star. So there's your controversy, non-controversy. What do you guys have to say in the chat? I want to know. All right. Sander, what's up, my dude? What time is it over there where you're at? At least he's one of the last great movie stars who is not on Twitter all day going off on fans, not liking something or voting for a certain political candidate. But he's not. He's not one of the last. I just said those examples that I just said, you do not see them on Twitter playing Twitter games. Jen Ortega, Sydney Sweeney, Glenn Powell, Timothy Chalamet, Michael B. Jordan. Those are bona fide movie stars. They don't attack the fans. We're going to read an article right now where Jenna praises her audience. Isabella Merced, maybe. She's having a great year, but she's not a movie star yet. She's a rising star. She's having an incredible year, right? Talk about it. Let's talk about Isabella Merced. All right. Alien Romulus last year. She had a good little role. Last of Us. Superman. That's a pretty good calendar year. I think she's got something else. But yeah. I do think he needs to branch back out what he used to do. Yeah. Yeah. Chalamet may be too independent for their casual moviegoer. He was Sander, but he has topped into the higher echelon. Doom movies, Wonka, a complete unknown. Bob Dylan movie, undeniable, dude. It's undeniable. That is a movie star. That is a movie star. He's not a rising star anymore. He did that already. Nicolas Cage, another movie star. His movie, The Surfer, this year is a gem. Nicolas Cage is a... I would say he is an enigma of a movie star. He is one of our great actors, for sure. But I don't see a high-level connection with him and his fans like the other ones that we mentioned. And he doesn't open movies. And what do I mean by that? Like you say, The Surfer's a gem. I saw The Long Legs the other day. I loved Pig. But these were very small movies that had, at the end of the day, not huge box offices. Some did. It's not like Con Air, like he had a run back in the day. All right. Dang, you're live streaming late. I am, man. Special live stream tonight. Good to see you. Bonso, I don't think there's anyone left who people go to see a movie because of the actor and not the property. I just gave you examples. And I don't think I just gave you 5. I will even add a 6, and you guys are gonna like be so upset with me. Talking about people who go see a movie because of the actor and not the property. Timothy Chalamet. They did not go to see A Complete Unknown because they're all Bob Dylan fans. You don't make over $100 million on a movie because they're all Bob Dylan fans. You're Chalamet fans. Sydney Sweeney, same thing. Glenn Powell, same thing. Glenn Powell, Sydney Sweeney, they had a comedy together. They went for that for them. Twisters, he went for Glenn Powell. He's gonna be in The Running Man. Glenn Powell. Michael B. Jordan, huge. He's a monster of a movie star. You don't go see Sinners because of the property. You went for Michael B. Jordan and Ryan Coogler. Same thing with the Creed movies. Okay? I'm naming you guys that are in the prime. I'm not even talking about older people. So who do I got? Sydney Sweeney. Timothy Chalamet Ding Dong. Gosh. Glenn Powell. Chalamet. Jen Ortega. Almost there. Almost there. But there is a small part of her fandom that goes and see her films. Even they may not, even though the films aren't that great. Let me give you a 6th one. Let me give you a 6th one, big dogs. Pedro Pascal. Ah! 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 I'm being absolutely serious. There is a large group of people that go and see his movies, that see him in his movies, whether the movies are small or big, whether the movies are good or not, because of his fame off of The Last of Us. And you could argue he was so good in The Last of Us that people stopped watching when they killed him off. All right. Sander didn't say he was the only star not doing that. No. This comes from people on Twitter saying Tom Cruise is the last movie star. He's not. He is not. Yo, I think Ryan is a great actor. He's a really good actor. Right? La La Land, First Man. He's been in some really good stuff. I liked him in Fall Guy, but I think with Fall Guy and in other big films that he's tried to open, he just doesn't have that box office pull. And he's kind of disconnected, like Emily Blunt, from his fan base. You know, he's a dad. He's got the kids with Eva Mendes. He's not really connected like Tom is. So you got to think also that, like, what makes a great movie star? It's like what's their reputation in the business? What's their reputation with fans, and how do they handle their politics? I take actors through those 3 ringers a lot. That's why Ziegler's failed in all that, because she hasn't learned how to balance those at all, right? I don't think Gosling has really endeared himself to people like him, but not with a big not where he has big crowds. You ignore my previous comment though. Which one? Previous comment. Buddy Polly, I definitely go see films sometimes because of the actor. I mentioned Timothy as an example of one I wouldn't do. Okay, gotcha. He never took off. Yeah. Cajun D is indie, but he's become his own genre. Yeah, Cage is an enigma. He's an enigma. He's 100% an enigma. Gosling peaked with the nice guys. Lee, what's up, Lee? We got some members here, guys. We have members here. If actors are connected to the fans, how do they keep the mystery? That is different than you're thinking that to connect with your fans, you have to let people know about your private life. No, I'm talking about always praising your fans, doing things for your fans, fan events, signing autographs, staying late, events like that. Not not spilling out your guts on social media to your fans. No, no, no. How dare Chris Gargoyle? He's Knuff. What's up, Bonzo? We got some members here. Bonzo. All right. Lee Kindler, Sander, Sins Corner, Eldrick Lord Haster. What's up, buddy? It's good to have old friends come back, man. Eldrick Lord Haster's been here since day one, man. When I had I don't even remember how many subs I had, but it's just great to have you here. It's funny, man. We have a large crowd watching us on X right now, and a couple of you guys hanging tough on YouTube. I appreciate you all. Latino Slant, referring to U.S. actors who are the flavor of the month in U.S. films. Now, Hollywood movie stars are international. Okay. Again, this topic was Critical Drinker, the Nerdrotic, put up everyone sharing Tom Cruise's thank you letter, which I think is great. I think is great. It's nothing against the letter. Everything that Tom Cruise always does with his fans, he is number one. He's the class act. He's the GOAT. He is the manual on how to be a movie star. But they're saying he's the last movie star. And I'm saying he's not.